I have ADD. I don't like waiting an hour and a half to get the data. I just want it fast. So this is a very quick, hopefully, conversation about every single game at Keighley Show, and I'm going to rate them 1 to 10 based on the hype the trailer has created. Not based on what the game is going to be or anything like that, just based on the trailer. Did it do its job of getting me hyped 1 to 10? Let us begin with the first game Keighley showed, and we'll go in order. They opened the show with this, Street Fighter 6. I have no real response to this. I'm not a Street Fighter guy. I love Mortal Kombat more. I've never been able to play this game, but I'd like to learn. I think it looks really, really good. Does it look that much different visually than 5? Not to me, maybe to you. It's cool. It's Street Fighter. If you love it, I'm sure you'll love it even more because it's more of what you love. Street Fighter 6, I'd give it a 5 out of 10 on the hype level. This was Aliens Dark Descent. It was the second game they showed, and it's super weird because you don't know what this is. At first, a lot of people thought, oh, is this like DLC to Aliens Fire Team, whatever the fuck that thing that came out about 8 months ago that kind of came and went? That's what we all thought it was, and at the end, they didn't pitch it like that. It's called Alien Dark Descent. Looks like it's a brand new game. Is it a co-op squad shooter PvE? God, I hope not. I'm so fucking sick of that shit. It's fine, I guess. Whatever. Hype level 2 out of 10. There was no gameplay in the trailer. There's no sense of what the fuck this is and why even show this. I mean, really, why is this in the show? There's nothing here. Here's what I'd say. Alien, as a fan of Alien, it's probably a 4 out of 10 hype level. As just the game they're showing, it's like a 2 out of 10. Are you kidding me? What the fuck is this, Keighley? I'll tell you what, Callisto Protocol, baby, that's this. This was one of my favorite things easily that I saw today. I'm a huge fan of Dead Space 2. This is the same team. Come on now. There's nothing they're showing that is like super innovative. It's just great cheese pizza. It's great grilled cheese. It's comfort space horror. Looks like done better than it's ever been done before. And the gore looks amazingly fun. The combat, whether you're talking about the guns or whether you're talking about the hitting somebody like melee with a pipe and shit, it sounds great. It looks like it feels great. It's just I'm super in. I'm super fucking in for this thing. And every time I've seen this trailer 4 times now today, and each and every time it has me excited. Watch this. Watch the ending. Watch the ending. Watch the ending. You got to no, that's not the ending yet, but it's coming. Look at that. Oh, come on now. Again, I've seen that 1,000 times. Hell, I have enemies like that in the new Diablo I'm playing. But it's come on. Look. Look. Come on, man. I'm 10 out of 10 hype level. Fuck yeah. This was Modern Warfare 2. They showed off a little bit of the campaign. It looks like the first level. I love this part where you're actually on the ship and the ship is tilting in the waves and the crates slide, and as they slide, your cover changes. I thought that I've never seen that before. I thought that was great. I'm a big Call of Duty campaign guy. I don't really care about the multiplayer, so I think this sounds awesome. Everything I've heard about the campaign and then seeing this makes me go, all right. Kind of like Callisto Protocol. It's kind of best of the best doing comfort food gaming, and so I am super in. I'm super excited. Hype level. This is probably, I've played it all before, and it doesn't stick the landing as much as Callisto. I'd say it's like let's be generous. Let's be generous. Let's give it an 8 out of 10. I can't do it. I can't do it. It's a 7 out of 10 on the hype level. This is a bit of a weird one. This is Flashback Returns. I think that's what it's called. This is basically the sequel or some kind of follow-up to Flashback, which was a classic game, 16-bit era. I loved it. Incredibly influential in God of War as well. But if you didn't know it was Flashback, you like, what is this? Like, there's nothing here. It just looks like more of the same. I'm not saying it will be. I hope it'll have the same feel that Flashback had back in the day. But honestly, this is just like whatever. It's like a 1 out of 10 based on the gameplay. 2 out of 10 when you throw in the license. This is Witchfire. This game is one of the most generic things they showed. Incredibly well made, it looks like, well executed. Maybe it's even a lot of fun. It looks like somebody played Doom Eternal and said, I love that, let's make that. Maybe there's more to it. And again, could be awesome, but as a trailer, as a sense of, hey, are you excited for this? It's forgettable as fuck. There's nothing about this that excites me as like, whoa, it's just like, all right, I know what this is, maybe I'll play it. if the reviews are great. This is Witchfire hype level is like a 3 out of 10 for this. If I wasn't doing this video, I would be hard-pressed to remember what the fuck this was. So when they first showed this, I thought it was Deliver Us to Mars or whatever. Deliver Us to the Moon was excellent, and I was excited, and I still am for the sequel. But it's not. This is a game called Fort Solace. I don't know what the hell it is. It's, oh no, I'm in space and something's gone wrong. Who the fuck knows? Maybe it's brilliant, but the trailer itself is super dull. There's no real sense of it being unique or special as a trailer and as a promise. So this is a 2 out of 10 hype level. It's just very generic, very all right, whatever. It's a space thing. Here's another space game that they show. There's a lot of space games today. This is called Routine. More of the same, man. I mean, really, imagine being, you gotta stand out from the crowd, man. You got to stand out from the crowd. This is, I don't know what the fuck it's space. Something's gone wrong. Red lights flashing. This guy puts together a gun that looks like it's made of shoe boxes. Again, it could be awesome, but really? Really? I mean, this is more of the same. So some space game. This is called Routine. Rating on this one, and I probably even forgot to do Fort Solid. Both of these are sitting at a 2 out of 10. Not even that. Fuck it. I'm not going to lie. It's a 1. Both of this. Fort Solace and this is a 1 out of 10. Both of these are forgettable as fuck from a standpoint of what they've shown so far. That guy's pretty cool. All right, this gets a 1.5 out of 10 just because that guy laughed really cool. But Fort Solace is a 1, and this is a 1.5. Routine. Couldn't have picked a better name. This was The Rock. Black Adam looks pretty good. I'm hyped. I'll rent it. 5 out of 10. This is DLC, I guess, for Outriders that came out last year, Outriders World Slayer. I enjoyed Outliers for what it was. I didn't play a lot of it. I played about 6, 7, 8 hours, and then I was good. I liked the story, but this does nothing for me. Again, not because it will be bad. I mean, if it's as good as Outriders, I'm sure it'll be good, but in a world that has this much competition and in a genre that has this much competition, there's just nothing about this that like, why would I play this? There's too many other fucking cool shit to play. So hype level is it's a 3 out of 10, and that 1 point is only because I did enjoy the first one. So maybe if it drops at a dead time, fuck it, I'll try it. Or if the reviews are staggering, I'll try it. But does anybody look at this and go, oh my god, this looks, I mean, seriously, it's that competitive. If you can't look at your fucking trailer and your design and your art before the trailer, before you even go into production and go, oh my god, fellas, I can't wait for this, why are you greenlighting this shit? No. 3 out of 10. So this is the announcement that Fall Guys from Devolver is coming to Switch, and it's also going free to play. I believe at this point, when this launches, it will be on every system, cross-play, free-to-play. I enjoyed Fall Guys for, the first couple of weeks, and then I never really had a desire to come back to it. I will be excited to come back to this for at least for a couple of days because I want to see what they've added to it over the last year or so. And it's free. I want to see how that monetization works. And it's fun. I mean, it's a fun game, and, it's shallow and it gets boring fast, but sure, whatever. Fall Guys. Look at those ladies. They were like, I don't know, take you behind the barn. Fall Guys, hype-wise, it's 4 out of 10. I'm excited. I'll give it a play. This is bizarre. This is called Stormgate. It's a real-time strategy game, I guess, from a bunch of legendary real-time strategy game teams or people on the team. You wouldn't know it from this. It's another fucking space thing. Come on, stop. It's another fucking space thing. None of this is real-time strategy looking. It's just like, could be any genre. And then when they do show you the real-time part, which is just, they don't even show you motion. They just kind of show you still shots. So here's the guy, here's the developer, one of them, and he's like, here's actual footage from Unreal 5. I'm like, really? I mean, it looks fine. I'm sure it'll be a great game from given their pedigree, but I don't look at this and go, whoa. Next gen real, I'm like, okay, hype level for this game, which is what's called again, Stormgate. I mean, I'm going to say honestly, it's a 5 out of 10. It's a 6 out of 10, but not because of the trailer, but because I haven't played a good new RTS in a long time, and it sounds like these guys are the ones to make something to take it to the next level. But that's just faith in who they are. If you're basing it just off the trailer and just off the screen grabs they're showing you, it's like a 1.5 out of 10. It's like, what the fuck, right? I mean, terrible Terrible trailer, terrible introduction. You need to show this fucking thing. Why is this here? 1.5 out of 10. This is called High Water. I don't know what the fuck this is. It looks kind of arty-farty, like a walking sim, boat sim thing. This is one of those games that, as a trailer, right? It's just, oh no, it's an arty, ethereal. It's got that kind of dripping on it, which doesn't mean it won't be one of my favorite games next year. If you would have shown me the trailer to Unpacking, I would have said the same. So I don't know how to sell a game like this, but this isn't it. I think, you know, maybe they're like, look, we just want to announce it, but this does nothing for me. This is a 2 out of 10. This was very interesting to me. This is called America Arcadia. I don't know what it is, but it definitely looks interesting. I think you're this guy on the run and you're part of this TV show, like the Truman Show. It's got kind of a Minority Report action movie feel once it gets going. And so I think that's kind of cool. It's cool to see kind of a more indie flavored game that's not just so melancholy and slow, but it seems like it really wants to take you on a cool adventure as well as has something to say. So as the pace starts to pick up in the trailer, you're starting to go, okay, this is interesting. Is this like Limbo or Inside or, you know, there's car chases, obviously. There's, you know, running from the cops. It's like, you know, come on, that's cool. So I'm very interested in this game because I don't know what it is, but it kind of seems like it might be up my alley. It's like a 6 out of 10. I'm very interested in checking out more on America Arcadia. This is the trailer for Goat Sim 3. Looks fun. I never played the first Goat Sim or the second, if there even was one. I would say this is probably, as a trailer, it's like a 5 out of 10. It's cute. I want to see what it's about. Does its job as a trailer. Makes me want to know more. Come on. That's kind of, yeah, come on. Yeah, it's definitely a 5 out of 10. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. This looks like this could be fun. I'm in. 6 out of 10. The Goat trailer. This is one of my most anticipated games of the year. This is Marvel Midnight Suns. Trailer, though, is terrible. Trailer's like a 2 out of 10, 3 out of 10. And again, I'm not judging the quality of the trailer. I'm saying, what does the trailer do to make you hype for the game? There's no gameplay shown here, as far as I can tell. In a world of, you know, $220 million Marvel MCU movies, just seeing the Marvel characters running around is no longer that interesting. So what does it have to say for itself that makes me jazzed? It's a terrible trailer. Why? What value? What is this? Who in marketing is like, you know what we really need? A story trailer. Why? That's not why you're going to buy this game. This is, you know, it's cool Spidey's in it, but no, this is a terrible trailer. This is a 2 out of 10. Hype for the game, though. Super hype for the game. I'm very excited, but this, dumb. This is the, I guess it's DLC for Cuphead. I suck at Cuphead, but I love it. I love the world of Cuphead. It is so delightful and beautiful and creative, and this looks like more of the same, potentially even better. I am super excited for this game. It made me want to go back, and I think I will this weekend and try to get better at Cuphead. Great trailer. Hype for this is like a 7 out of 10, even though I'm sure I'll suck at it and be terrible at it. It just looks so good and looks like so much fun, and I wish to God they would... All these fucking indie developers always, let's make it really fucking hard. Stop. Put a mode in for that. But you know what? So many people are, I know, it's their game. They can do what they want. I'm just saying, look how imaginative this is. Look how many people are going to be denied this because they also want to make it punishing and difficult. Whatever. Point is, looks great. Great trailer. 7 out of 10. Super hyped. This game is called Neon White. I first saw it at Keighley's Game Awards in December. It looks really cool. I'm very excited for it. It's a shooter card game, and I love both of those things. It's super stylish and interesting, and I'm very curious about it. The trailer gets me more curious and hyped for it. I want to say they said this is coming out pretty soon, like next week it may be available, but regardless, Neon White is what it's called. I'm excited. This is a good trailer. Yeah, it's a 6.5 out of 10. This game I'm pretty jazzed for. This is called Midnight Fight Express. There's a demo out for it. I will play it this week. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Speed Limit, this indie game from last year, which was like an action movie mixed with like the old game Loaded. It kind of has a little bit of that Bruce Willis Apocalypse is what it was called, I think. One or Apocalypse? It was Apocalypse. I love action movies and, you know, fighting on cars, battling in trains, bar fights. It feels very you know, right up my 90s, 80s action movie alley. So I'm in. I'm excited to play the demo. This, I'm glad they showed this. This was not even, I didn't even know this existed. Midnight Fight Express, this is an 8 out of 10 for me in terms of excitement from the trailer. This is Warframe. I got up and got a Diet Coke during this, not because, oh, fuck Warframe. I just have never been able to vibe in with it. It has been a wonderful success for that company. There is a massive fan base that just passionately adores this fucking thing. I could just not connect with it, and I don't have any intention of playing it, so it doesn't really make sense to give it a rating. It's Warframe. I assume if you love Warframe, you're excited. If you don't really care about Warframe, maybe there are other things in your life that excite you. This game's called Star Rail. It's like an anime space thing. I guess it's free to play. It's from the Genshin Impact people, I believe. I don't care. I like that. I thought that was a cool design. I don't know what this is. The trailer does a very terrible job explaining what this is. What is the gameplay? What do you do? 1 out of 10. If I never hear from this game again, I will not go to my grave or whatever you put ashes in and say, oh my God, dude, I never got to play Star Rail. But it may be great, but just based on the trailers, a 1 out of 10. This is totally forgettable. This is another game from the same company. This one's called Zenless Zone. Come on now. It looks a little better because I can at least understand, I think, what the game is. I think it's more action. I still think it's like a free-to-play gacha Genshin Impact style game. But if the combat is actually real-time like this, and it's not just sort of almost like Final Fantasy turn-based fighting, I mean, even then, it's cooler than the other one to me. It's got more action. It looks more interesting, I guess. I'd give this like a 4 out of 10. I'll keep an eye out for it. The other ones look too sterile. 4 out of 10 for Zenless Zone. Now, this is one of my favorite things I've seen today as well. This is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, or whatever the fuck it's called. 6 players online. What? I'm excited. I was excited before I knew there were 6 players. I was excited before I knew it was online. I love games like this. This looks like it's got charm by the bucketful. Is it as charming as like River City Girls? I don't know yet. We'll have to see how much content they have. But 6 players online, that's exciting. It's also day 1 Game Pass. That's exciting. Come on, how can you go wrong with this fucking thing? This is a 9 out of 10. I'm super excited for this game. It comes out next week. 9 out of 10. Look at the turtles. Look at them go. April O'Neil. That's my girlfriend. So this is a trailer for a game called Super People. I want to say that game's been in a beta. I want to say it's a Battle Royale game. I don't know. This is just, this is a dumb trailer. Super People, maybe they have abilities and weapons, and maybe that could be a fun game. Battle Royale, hero shooter like Apex or something, but super boring, super generic. 1 out of 10 just for a sheer fucking lack of imagination and a lack of anything interesting. But I mean, that's inherent in the design of what this game is. I mean, you can't put lipstick on a pig. Super People. This is Humankind. I've never played it. This is like DLC for it, so I do like strategy games like this. I like Civilization, but this looks interesting. I should give this some time, but I can't really... I don't know how to judge a trailer like this because basically it's sort of communicating things that until I play the first game I can't really tell, and games like this don't tend to show well in trailers. So this one's going to be an NA for me. I have nothing to say about it. So this is One Piece Odyssey, what you're about to see. I don't really follow that anime, manga, whatever. I know there's a movie or a live action thing coming out, whether it's a show. I don't really know what I'm looking at, frankly. If you follow the One Piece fandom, I'm sure you're excited. You know what this is, but I mean, the whole trailer just looks like it's a movie. Now, okay, there's a little gameplay. I mean, they're showing so little that if you don't have a love for or an interest in the IP, it's kind of... Don't look to me, baby. I don't fucking know. This next one's kind of similar. This is called Soul Hackers 2. What in my notes when I was watching these trailers, my note was, I have no fucking idea what this is. So this is Soul Hackers 2, and there's somebody lying down in this trailer, and she's sleeping. She's falling, and then there's these... I don't know what the what is this? Why would you make this trailer? Well, it's Soul Hackers 2, right? So maybe if you Is it an RPG? I mean, it looks okay. It's generic. Soul Hackers 2. As a trailer, I would give this a 1. No, it's a 2. I mean, it's a 2. Give it a... It's a 2. 2 out of 10, Soul Hackers 2. This is an ad for NerdWallet. I don't know what NerdWallet is. But it did make me kind of curious because it's like PayPal for nerds. And I'm like, I'm a nerd, and I have PayPal. Does it give me discounts on geeky things? I should look into that. NerdWallet. So this is pretty cool to me. I know a lot of gamers, core gamers, get pissed at this shit, but this is the Samsung. This is really cool. This is Samsung has this thing, and it basically lets you have Xbox Game Pass, GeForce Stadia. I don't know what Utomic is, but it's basically all streaming those services that you subscribe to into your TV. You don't need a console. You don't need anything. You don't need a dongle. You just need the TV. Samsung makes okay TVs, but this is the future, whether you want to believe it or not. It'll be a while. Whatever. Think what you want. This is where it's going, and I'm excited for it for a number of reasons, which is beyond the scope of this video. I really liked this trailer. I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Because I might go buy a TV because of it. Think about that. This is Capcom Arcade 2 or 3. I'm a kid of the 80s, so I like this. I can't imagine, unless this is super cheap, I'll buy it. This is a total nostalgia grab. Most of these games do not hold up. But it is kind of cool to pull back like this and see tons of them. I love the trailer. I'd give it like an 8 out of 10 for the nostalgia feels. But I have no interest in buying this unless it's like $5 on Steam or something, which it won't be. But there you go. Number 2, Capcom 2. This doesn't really matter what the hell they show, because I played the test this weekend, and I loved part of it, but it was so confusing to track your players on the field or the pitch that I'm turned off by it. So as a trailer, though, this looks awesome, because the game is super fun and a lot of personality and all that, but as a trailer, if I had just seen that and hadn't played it, I'd be super hyped. I'd say that's an 8, but no, don't play this game until they fix some of the shit. In my opinion, there's a lot of cool stuff there, but all right. 8 out of 10 for the trailer, 1 out of 10 for actually being interested in that game at this point. Patch it, please. I want to play that game. This is a game called Metal Hellsinger, and beats per minute was the first kind of rhythm-based first-person shooter I played, which I really enjoyed. This one looks a lot better. I don't want to get like a copyright thing, so I'm not going to play any audio, but beats per minute was just kind of generic EDM music. This is actually licensed metal music with lyrics and everything, and it just feels so much more unique and interesting and personality filled with that aspect to it. And it also just looks better. It's more open. The enemies look more varied. So I am super interested in this because of that core mechanic, because of what they're doing with it, with actual music, and because I do like this very nascent genre. It seems like these guys are taking that genre and expanding it a little bit in regards to level spaces and variety of enemies and things. I'm into this. This got me pretty excited. I'd say this is like a 7.5 out of 10 in terms of the trailer. This is Metal Hellsinger of the Connecticut Hellsingers. Oh, the demo's out. I didn't know that. I'm in. Can't wait. This is a trailer for the Quarry, which comes out today or tomorrow. I love this trailer. It's an 8 out of 10. I love Until Dawn. I love games like this. I'm looking forward to playing it. And I actually thought if we're talking trailers, for a long time, game companies have been trying to do movie-like trailers. And it's clear what they're trying to do, but the content is never good enough. This is one of the very few trailers I've seen where they try to do the movie trailer pacing and vibe, and they actually nail it 95% of the time. There's some funny lines, there's some interesting ideas in there. I love the trailer, and I'm also excited for the game. This is an 8 out of 10 for me in terms of hype level. Super excited. This is a game called Nightingale. Here's what I'll tell you. It's interesting looking. I don't have a fucking clue what the hell this fucking thing is. So as a trailer, it's lodged in my mind a little bit as like, oh, that's something to keep an eye on, which is exactly what a world premiere of a new idea, a new IP, a new game should do. I'm not like, whoa, but I'm like engaged by it. I want to know what this is. It's very interesting. And I know they bring up cards a lot. It's certainly not a card game, but I think you definitely have parts of cards where you like create portals. Maybe what's inside the portals, I don't fucking know, based on the cards you put in the machine. Who the fuck knows? It looks interesting, though. It's called Nightingale. I'd say this is a 7 for me. I'm not crazy hype, but I am quite curious, which is the next best thing. Okay, so this is a trailer, not for Saints Row, but for Boss Factory. This is just a customizer that is out now. I'm going to play with it soon. And it lets you make, I don't think it lets you customize the cars yet, but it does let you customize the crap out of your characters. And then you can save them, you can upload them, other people can download the characters you've created. Apparently, there's a lot of options in this character generator. Out now for Xbox, PlayStation, and Steam. No, Epic Game Store, sorry, but PC. Yeah, I'm going to fuck around with it this weekend. So I'm excited to fuck around with the customizer. So I was excited before. I'm more excited after seeing this. I'd say I mean, who cares on this? It's a 6 out of 10, whatever. Who gives a shit? Point is, if you're interested, you're going to go over there and fuck around with the demo. That's what I'm going to do. Make some characters, look at some characters other people have made. I'm quite excited for the game, and I'm certainly excited to make some characters. So mission accomplished. This is Warhammer Darktide. This looks good, but all the Warhammer games always strike me as like B- games. I mean, this doesn't look bad at all by any means, but you know, it looks like it's a 4-player PvE, going with your friends, kill a bunch of monsters. Okay. I've done it over and over and over and over. Here's what I'll tell you. That there was a game earlier called Witchfire. Oh, that's cool. That I said was pretty generic. This seems, in terms of at a game design level, it seems very similar to that. But I will say the Warhammer universe seems to be really well served here. Like, it seems very imaginative and creative in the dressing, the window dressing of it. And in that, I'm going to give this a 5. I'm going to keep an eye on this one because it does look interesting at a world building level. But gameplay wise, I don't know. We'll see. But I'd say it's a 5. I'm definitely more interested in this than I was before. 5 out of 10. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, we'll see where it goes. Warhammer Darktide. So before the show started, the rumor was that Bloober team was going to have this game and then their Silent Hill game. But they didn't show the Silent Hill game. They did show this. This is Layers of Fears. And I love the original Layers of Fear. I hated the sequel. This is kind of a Layers of Fear 1.5 remake. It's a little confusing. It sounds like it's mostly one, but reimagined, some different stories, different perspective, different characters, like you play the daughter in parts. I'm certainly excited by this because I know what it is and it's good. So I would say I'm definitely going to buy it. I think it's like a 7 out of 10. It's a 7 out of 10 trailer for a game that I'm absolutely going to buy because I adored the first one. And it looks really good. I think they said this was an Unreal 5. So 7 out of 10 Layers of Fears. So they showed a trailer for Gotham Knights, which is coming out in October. Okay. 3 out of 10. 3 out of 10. The die was cast on this when they greenlit it, right? They basically said, let's make another... it's not even 4-player, even though there's 4 characters. Let's make a 2-player co-op game where you're fighting, PvE. Again. Same old fucking shit. It don't look like It Takes Two meets superheroes, which would at least be a lot of creative scenarios. This looks very generic at a game level. I like Batman. I don't love Batman, but these are not even Batman. This is just kind of sidekicks. I like Batgirl, but that's because she's my girlfriend. But other than that, it's like generic. The game may be great, like in pure execution, and I'm gonna play it, or at least give it a shot. But if it wasn't for Batman and you were just kind of looking at it as is, I would say that Gotham Knights is like a 2 out of 10. It's just forgettable, right? Strip away the license, and what do you have? Just a generic kind of co-op beat 'em up. No, thank you. 2 out of 10. So the final thing they showed on Keighley's show today was they brought out Neil Druckmann, who I have a real problem with because it's not fair that you can be talented and successful and not have gained a lot of weight. I want to say that first off, because what is the man's vice? Does he smoke? I hope he smokes. I hope he does something that's unhealthy so there's a sense of fairness in the universe. This is not what this video is about, Jaffe. I don't care. I have to share. Listen. Ooh, I should make a button. Look, they talked about the Last of Us factions. I don't know, they didn't call it that. They showed a piece of concept art. It does sound interesting. So if we're talking just about Neil pitching Last of Us factions, I'm interested in that because I love the idea that they're saying about merging storytelling in multiplayer. If anyone can pull it off, it's the current group at Naughty Dog now. So I'm excited for that. I would give that announcement, like at a hype level, that's an 8 out of 10. I definitely want to try that. Plus, I did like factions on the original. And then they jumped to talking about the remaster or whatever they're calling Last of Us Part 1. For me personally, you know, I love The Last of Us Part 2. Part 1 didn't really do it for me. This world is so nihilistic and so just hopeless that I don't want to spend any more time in it. So for me, you know, there's zero hype around this. I have no intention of buying this or playing this. Maybe I will, but just if I wasn't streaming it, I would not. I'd give this a 2 out of 10 in terms of just sort of a great trailer or whatever it was, the shots that make you hype. But I'm sure if you're into this game, you're super excited because it does look really good, just not for me. Fellas, that is Jeff Keighley's Summer Game Fest show. I will be back tomorrow with the IGN Expo games, and I will also be back with games from today from I Am 8-Bit and Devolver's press conference. So I'll do a similar video for those. And I'm going to be doing the Upload VR one as well sometime this week. So be well. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you soon. Bye. Hello, fellas. It's Jaffe. Keighley's Summer Games Fest kicked off kind of sort of E3 today.